Chapter 1. The Wait. Imagine spending your entire life waiting for one moment. Not for fame, not for money, not even for a trophy. Just one chance to prove that all those years meant something. At 40 years old, while most football careers are ending, a goalkeeper named Vozinha was about to step onto the biggest stage in the world. What makes that moment remarkable isn't what happened during the match. It's how long it took to get there. Because some dreams don't take years, they take a lifetime. Chapter 2. The Islands. Nobody was watching. Vozinha was born in Mindelo, Cape Verde, a small nation scattered across islands in the Atlantic Ocean. He was raised mostly by his grandparents while his parents worked. There were no famous academies, no scouts waiting in the stands, no clear path to greatness, just dusty pitches, long days and a dream that made no logical sense. The world wasn't expecting anything from him, and that's often where the hardest journeys begin, when nobody is watching, when nobody is waiting, when the only person who still believes is you. Chapter 3. The years that didn't look like success. As the years passed, football became less about glory and more about survival. He moved from country to country. Angola, Moldova, Cyprus, Slovakia, Portugal. Always searching for another opportunity, another contract, another reason to keep going. The strange thing about long dreams is that they stop looking like dreams. They start looking like sacrifice. And eventually, they start looking like failure. Because while the world celebrates breakthroughs, nobody sees the decades spent wondering if the breakthrough will ever come. Year after year, Vozinha kept showing up. Not because success was guaranteed, because quitting would have meant abandoning the person he wanted to become. Chapter 4. The moment arrives. Then something happened that few people thought possible. Cape Verde qualified for its first World Cup, and suddenly, after a lifetime of waiting, the stage was finally there. The first match was against Spain, one of the biggest football nations on earth. For 90 minutes, the pressure never stopped. Wave after wave, attack after attack. The kind of moment that can expose every doubt you've ever carried, or reveal who you've become because of them. And that day, something incredible happened. The 40-year-old goalkeeper from the tiny islands nobody believed in refused to break. When the final whistle blew, Spain had not scored. A clean sheet, a historic result, and a moment that had taken 40 years to arrive. Chapter 5. What the tears really meant. After the match, the cameras found him crying. Not because he had become famous, not because he had shocked the world, but because the people who raised him weren't there to see it. His grandparents, the people who believed before anyone else did, the people who helped build the dream. They were gone, and standing on the biggest stage of his life, he was thinking about them. Then he said something simple. I worked all my life for this. 7 words. But inside those 7 words lived 40 years of sacrifice, 40 years of uncertainty, 40 years of choosing not to quit. Chapter 6. The truth most people learn too late. Most people don't give up because they're incapable. They give up because the reward takes longer than expected. They assume that if success doesn't arrive quickly, it isn't coming. But life doesn't always work on our timeline. Some victories need years, some need decades, and some require becoming a completely different person before you're ready to receive them. Vozinha's story isn't really about football. It's about patience, about faith, about continuing when there is no evidence that continuing will pay off. Because one day, often when nobody expects it, life hands you the moment you've been preparing for all along. And when that moment arrives, the question won't be whether the dream was worth waiting for. The question will be whether you kept going long enough to meet it.